distance, but that was what actually happened. There you go. Let's have a look on the replay. I think both of them just went on each other, and the legs were on top of the again. Seems like UEL needs to be attacking part, because 2 to 3 times we see, and at the moment we see down making some really good pass. Back now for this man over here, just trying to get into Gaston. Here's still Gaston inside, and only to hit the wall, damn it.
Yeah, good burst of pace there. Now smothers the ball. Now you can see the team Argentina looking to themselves, finding those openings. Good ball there from Gaston Chamo, almost slipping one. Talget, great game recognition there from the keeper of UEL.
Yeah, I will really look to highlight on how fundamental the goalkeepers are for each of these teams, because even in the previous games of the future Phygital Football, we see how important the play for the goalkeepers, you know, sometimes stabbing for the goal and stuff, but you know, that is how, you know, you have to work your chemistry with 5 players on the pitch, not just relying on 4. And at the moment, let's see how things unfold. Anna's team on the attack. We got still a lot of time on the clock, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. And it seems like the player number 11, Herrera, tries to dash past forward, only to find his teammate now. And here's one mark. Gaston dashing forward. Gaston! Straight towards the legs of the goalkeeper, Ahmed.
Stunning save, but Talget once again. It should have been 1-1. It perhaps could have been 2 as the lose, and they're off. Gaston, what a live wire he's been so far. The player of the game for me.
Absolutely. He's just showing in some really good performance. Couple of chances missed, but we can still see how optimistic he is to get the goal and also to try from any angle that he can get. But now UEL still trying to find something out of this. It's Talget, who's putting on some really good performance. Keeper, he's also commanding really well towards his teammates and stuff. Where to run, where to make the pass. But that pass towards number 22 Alval wasn't successful enough. And here comes Anna's team again.
On the ball, they need to get him involved. He is their star man, and so far he's been a bit quiet in this first half. Tomorrow, Talget now looking to get Team UEL back on the game. And here, we want to see good-looking through ball to that left flank. But Santi, oh my, what doing there, man?
That was almost a caustic, but man, he's absolutely relieved right now. Gaston now has a problem to face. Got 2 players blocking him from each side. And that pass was a little bit way too much to find the number 10. And right now it's going to be a goal kick coming in. Or are we going to go for the hydration break shortly? Yeah, be the hydration break, man.
It's been a relentless action so far, but fair play to Team UEL. They have frustrated NS team. Juanma Comensol, number 10 for the Argentinians. Very, very quiet. Gaston has been outstanding, and even Herrera has had his moments, but they need Juanma, and the one on the left of your screen, he needs to get in because he is a goal.
I think he's being shut down at this moment because of how the teams are being positioned to not give, or also to receive the ball towards him, closing down channel of play for him. He's struggling there. We see most of the time Gaston and also Herrera surging forward, but they could not find a man in the box, which is this number 10. And Juanma right now needs to somehow find a way to score a goal, but only time would tell, as we are going to be going back into the match right now, Ahmed.
And Matthew, it is single elimination format. In the, you can lose one game, you drop to the losers bracket, you lose again, your competition is over. So the pressure is well and truly on right from the first second.
Yep, that's what makes this entire competition really interesting because, you only got two chances. You cannot mess up the second chance, especially when you're going into the lower bracket. And you cannot be making mistakes like that. And we see an immediate clearance coming off from the danger. It seems like Bolt is just waiting to bolt on to these moments. But at this moment, looking at number 10, one more, it's just not his day in the office, my man.
Color, doesn't he? He's looking a bit
Yeah.
never know. It's all about that down the left and a save again from Talget. Chamorro could not latch onto it.
I think it's going to be Thailand of the man. There are so many chances that the other team would have scored, but because of Talget, this is the problem. And the referee calls it off for a fall now onto Allison. And Allison is down. So that's going to be a free kick, I believe. But man, this NS team could be dangerous in this type of patch of play. They are that.
Whistle, otherwise that would have certainly been the equalizer. As we're heading to the end, the third, let's say, of the very choose between the two teams. Good team move there, but straight to the kitty who made it.
Yep, no mistake, but here they come. And that's a long shot, ambitious one, but only to land in the legs of the defenders. That's timeout, that's about it, my man. We're going to be going in second half, or shall I say, the fourth sides. But man, what a tight match we have in our hands right now, Ahmed.
You can see the reaction from right there. Frustration is building NS team. They have the star power, they have the skill, they have the quality, they had the things as well. You mentioned Tat for Team UEL, the keeper in the purple top. He was outstanding, brilliant in that first half.
Absolutely. A game performance, I would say. So many chances he was able to save. Look at this one. In an average day, that should be going in the back of the net. And I've seen moments before. Thank God he has done some crazy performance. And that's what makes the difference right now between these two teams. No goals yet, but UEL still has that advantage from digital. And ladies and gentlemen, if you just tune in, this is the Phygital Games of the Future Astana 2026. We are underway for UEL team versus NS team. As you can see on your screen, there's only one goal that separates between these two teams. It is going to be UEL having the advantage from the digital game we saw earlier on. But right now, we got another couple of minutes to go. May the best team wins. That's all right now.
Absolutely. And you can see it is NS team. The body language, Matthew, tells you a story. They're already out in the middle of the park. They want to get on with the game. They want to get that equalizer just to relax themselves and the team dugout. And then it could be anybody's game. We could see a surprise.
Absolutely. I think it's a very Argentine thingy, I think, because even in the World Cup, we have seen those kind of moments. But could this team also replicate something like we saw in the World Cup? But man, let's have a look on the highlights again and again. So many saves from Talget. I think if this thing ends and we goes into penalties and Talget somehow saves it as well, you got to give the man of the match to him, my man.
I completely agree. He was also involved in that goal they scored in the digital phase as well. That also came in the second half. He was on the PlayStation 5 controller, so he certainly had a massive impact on this encounter already. But this is the crucial phase. Will the Argentinians get themselves back into the game, or can Team UEL perhaps do a smash and grab, get that second goal? And I think that could be the end of the contest between the two.
NS team right now trying to kick things off. They need that equalizing goal right now, or else they could be dropping below. And of course, no team would want that, especially in the opening stage. But remember, it is never NS team, because they only got half right now, or else we're going to be going penalty shoot. No, we're not going to be going into the shootout, because UEL is the one that's having advantage. But yes, the equalizer is important. That's what can bring them to the penalty shootouts if it's 1-1. but that's going to be a false start, I believe. Sounds like motorsports, but man, we're going to go again. All right, so here we go. Maybe NS team with the shot. Ooh, that was ambitious one, Ahmed.
Well, Gaston, he certainly has a rocket of a right foot there. And that was just swinging away from that top right upright. But that was certainly pretty close, as now you can see the tackles are really flying in, Matthew.
Yes, I think the pressure is right now, burning up really high. And that's what makes this entire game much more entertaining to watch. We got less than 5 minutes in this game, I would say, on an average. But this is last 5 minutes for this team to get the equalizer. So let's see if they're able to do it. Herrera now on to Gaston. These two are the one that is really alive throughout this entire match. One Mas not receiving that pass, is trying to get involved in the play. Herrera tries to find the pass up in the front, only for UEL to get the very best out of that. Allison needs to get the ball off danger right now using the walls. And that's a long, long shot flying off the goalpost there, Ahmed.
I think clearing your lines in that manner is not going to help in 5v5. Ball retention, possession is the name of the game. Meanwhile, Juanma trying to dribble past Alisson. Is Tarjanov on the ball, the big striker, working it to Bolt. Alisson! And a great block coming in from Herrera. That was desperate stuff from the Argentinians.
We can see a couple of chances being taken here. UEL, they still look deadly in front of goals right now. Especially, they're also physically strong to actually stop the channel of play from NS team. But they are also need to, there are a lot of things to work on when it comes to, putting the ball in the back of the net, which is they are lacking at this moment. Hence why they're trying it from afar. But this was a really good chance, but you have to give it to the number 11 who blocks that, hits his hands a little bit, but the referee says play on, but because that was not very intentional. But man, there we go. Another hydration break, Ahmed.
Well, I think it's about time, Matthew, in my opinion. They need to get an outfield player as the keeper. Sub off Santi, get another strong rush take. If you concede a second, it doesn't matter, because if you can't get on the score sheet, you're heading to the losers bracket. So roll the dice, play another attacker, play another outfield player, try to equalize, and then you can, of course, bring Santi back on as the rolling sub.
Oh, that will be definitely one of the tactics to talk about. I really love how you're seeing this game in a very in-depth manner there, Ahmed. And let's see if they are going to be following this or not, because they surely have their own plans. But will that plan work out? Because we can see the entire thing on an overall basis here. But they came here well prepared with how they wanted to play. But one thing clearly is both teams, I would say, kind of underperforming at the moment. Because NS team, they are struggling in terms of, holding the ball for more than 1 minute and stuff. And the star player to watch, Juanma, is absolutely silent throughout this entire game.
Well, as we anticipated, it is going to be Herrera as the sweeper keeper now, as he's wearing the red jersey, bursting forward. Juanma on the ball, and a great save, but Talget once again. They cleared the lines, but it's all out attack from NS team now.
Oh, what a goal!
Oh, what a goal! It is going to be Maxi. What a great team move. It was that high ball, headed in, and finally, Talget's defense has been breached.
You know what, Ahmed? Your tactical plans absolutely worked. I think they heard us. But man, what a goal that was. The header absolutely deadly from this angle. Goalkeeper, no chance at all. It's 1-1, and NS team are back in the game.
The action is certainly heating up there. We've just kicked off with Phygital Football, Sholpan.
Yes, and we have the home team UEL playing against NS team. We just had an equalizer from NS team and leaving on that cliffhanger.
We had a header from Harlan in the first part of the game, followed by this equalizer. Nerves on edge there.
Well, mine are for sure. I was not expecting that equalizer. I was hoping for a 2-0, but that's the art of the game. Yes, so the Kazakh team, the UEL team, had a head start in the digital space, but unfortunately, Talgat's defense has been breached for 1 goal. But it's not the end of the game, so fingers crossed for me.
Facts and figures. About our facts and figures girl, she's also a football player. So you do understand these games in depth, right?
I was a football player. Unfortunately, right now, I probably cannot even enter the field.
Just chatting about gameplay though, since you understand how the team mechanics work, how the strategy works. Every time these teams step up there, there's a lot of pressure on them. What helps them get through?
Well, first of all, let's describe for our viewers the actual format of how the amazing sport of Phygital Football works. It's the combination of the digital and the physical, as we said. The digital game is played 11 aside, which is a normal game, with 1 goalie and 10 outfield players. The teams can choose any one which of the players they want in the digital sphere, and then they move on to a real life 5 versus 5 mini football field. So
let's talk about something interesting that you just mentioned there. We have some star players to choose from, like Messi and Haaland, for example. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to football, it's not about stars shining. It really is about teamwork, right?
I completely agree with you. Speaking of stars, this game, we have the stars of the game, Talgat, to begin with. But also we have some really serious opponents on the NS team, number 11 and number 12, Gaston, seeing that he's super active on the real side, on the physical side of the game.
Absolutely. Let's talk about something else there, Sholpan. Do you think the teams have a different strategy in the digital world versus the physical world?
I think so, and I think it goes back to the coaching styles, because the coaches in Phygital Football, unlike traditional football coaches, they can't just coach the physical side. They also have to pick their players and their strengths in the digital side. So answering your question, yes, I think the strategy is quite different moving from the 2 realms.
Let's talk over that game. Just 1 minute 45 seconds left on the clock there. UEL versus NS team 1-1. What's your match prediction on that game?
Well, if it goes to penalty shootouts, we'll be hoping that Talgat will be the defense wall that we need him to be. But we'll see that 1 minute and 45 seconds is still a long time to go. Also, dear viewers, a reminder, unlike traditional football, we work and operate in the Phygital Football space on a timeout clock, which means any pauses in the game, the clock stops and resumes only once the ball is moving.
Let's also talk about how the pressure works in these pressure cooker situations. So UEL did take that lead early on, but NS team came back really strong. Do you think it matters how you perform in the digital space first?
I think it does matter because it gives you that little vote of confidence, but the mentality of these team players must be, if they lose or win the digital stage, they only have 5 minutes in between the 2 stages to recalibrate between the teams. And even if you are behind, you can still win it in the physical side. And if you're ahead in the digital side, you cannot let your guard down and lose it in the physical side.
Let's compare how these 2 sports work, Sholpan. Like, for example, basketball versus football. How do you think the team strategy is different here?
I'll start with the similarities. I think, Sarah, your catchphrase for the entire tournament is the teamwork makes the dream work. So that is one similarity. One big difference is, I think basketball is 2 versus 2, football is 5 versus 5, making that teamwork even more important.
With that, a quick switch up. Let's talk a little about the Phygital Shooter games, which are in action today, Sholpan.
Yes, and we would like to use this opportunity to remind all of our viewers that we are a multi-broadcast streaming, so we have many games running in parallel. That's the beauty of it. Let's talk about Phygital Shooter, the format, yes? So we have a group stage of the best of 2 maps in the digital world of Counter-Strike 2, followed by 1 game of laser tag in the real world. And in between that break, the players just like in football, have to get their wits about them together, put on that heavy equipment for laser tag, and run out guns blazing.
Let's talk about that arena real quick. We have 30 seconds on the clock.
Of course, that is the Beeline Arena, which has hosted already our PUBG tournament, one of the biggest esports, and now has transitioned seamlessly to host Counter-Strike 2 and laser tag. State-of-the-art arena, sporting complex, and we're looking forward to be whooshing into that arena just now for a game of exciting laser tag.
Yeah, 360 vision if you can. Really just keep an eye on, because there's so many different vantage points where other players can see you from where you might not see them, which has happened. We saw in the training sessions yesterday, in the practice sessions, where two were attacking from behind and hey, got shot right at the bomb site.
Yeah, there's so many different things that if you're a curious laser tag player, you're going to explore the whole laser tag arena, because you could find an advantage every single time. And just like in any game, any sports, it's advantage, disadvantage, all right? And you're gonna see if I have the advantage, if there's more players with my weapons, I could attack you more. We saw it in the training session. In one training session, someone just came out 3 at a time and just rat-tat-tat-tat. 4 different, just mowed them down in just a sea of weaponry.
Well, what did they do again?
Rat-tat-tat-tat.
I've never heard a gun sound like that, but that's okay. We'll let that one slide. Oh my God. I'm actually really curious to see if they're going to use the same strategies that they use on the PC that they're going to use in the laser tag arena. I don't know. It's a lot of physicality. Like I said, we're both coaches in a different sport, and we were sweating. It was a workout, you know. And these guys coming from behind a PC for hours a day. I'm curious to see how they're going to translate that onto the arena.
Yeah, and I think you make a great point. We already talked about the morale. We talk about the confidence, the courage right now that Mirage is going through, because quite frankly, 13-0, 13-1, what's the energy like? Are they going to be able to leave their consoles, get warmed up? Because you have to get warmed up. The laser tag arena is sizable. It's not just this small room. It's a big area where you have to be able to run around, hide, duck and cover, and everything else. Is there a warm-up plan that you could, I don't know, say, hey guys, this is how you warm up for laser tag?
They need to stretch for sure. Like, there's no going into this without stretching. Like I said, a lot of ducks and rolls yesterday. We were trying to do somersaults, but we're a little on the older side. But these guys behind us, they're much younger than us. So I'm sure that they won't get as exhausted as we did on that arena. But yeah, I think their strategies going in are going to be, they have to have, they have to practice. They need to stretch ahead of time and just really like have good teamwork and good synergy on that arena.
Yeah, the evolution of the sport is definitely going to dictate this from the digital side to the physical side. I think one thing as well too, as we always have a break between digital and physical, what are we feeding our bodies? Is it a simple carb? Is it a protein? Because we need the energy, especially when you're down this far in the whole match altogether, because it takes some energy to run around and everything. So it's going to be interesting. Will we see Mirage give up? I'm not saying you guys give up, because our casters believe that you guys are going to be better on the physical side.
And I'm with the casters on that one. I was wrong in my prediction on the second round, but really I'm all for Team Mirage coming back strong in the laser tag segment. I really hope that they do pull it together, because like we saw earlier on the screen, their morale is a little bit low, but maybe laser tag is their thing.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead, go around Astana. I'm going to find a t-shirt place, because you need a Team Mom t-shirt for Mirage. The amount of faith that Jenna has in Mirage, do not let her down. Do not let her down on the laser tag arena, Mirage, because we're watching all of you. In fact, the whole world is watching you with it. Now, just to recap everything, we had the digital side where they are gaming. And again, Mirage lost 13-0 and 13-1. And because it's the Phygital games of the future, we transfer over to laser tag, where they're going to be in the laser tag arena, making sure they're going to fire on each other, right? There's two different teams, if I'm correct. Is that right?
Yes. So you have the CT side, or the defenders, and then you have the offense. So it's just like any other sport, really, offense and defense. And they're going to do a switch once they hit 5 rounds. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting.
Now take us in the locker room. We talked about in between halftime, between the first map toward the second map. Now there is no map. There's just a laser tag arena. If you're in the locker room, if you're talking to your team, let's go. You're the head coach of the Mirage because you're also their team mom. What are you telling them?
I always do root for the I don't want to call them the underdogs, but in this situation, they are the underdogs. Team mom, yes. I would definitely just tell them, you know what? We're already at a 2-0 loss. Let's just go in, guns blazing, rat-tat-tat-tat, whatever the sound of that gun was that you made earlier. And let's just go to town with these teams, you know, and just kill them all, annihilate, you know, just go for it.
What?
In the laser tag arena, of course.
I love it with the team, with everything else. She is doing a great job. Make sure you follow all the action right here at the Phygital Games. We are going to take a break.
Үлкен істер әр қадамы жаңа жетістікке жетелейтін марафон. Біз осы жолды сіздермен бірге 10 жылдан бері жүріп келеміз. Тимур Құлыбаевтың халық қайырымдылық қоры.
Центр кредит банкымен сіз қарапайым және заманауи шешімдердің ортасындасыз. Нық сеніммен жаңа мүмкіндіктер ашып, тексерілген сапаға сеніңіз. BCC-KZ мүмкіндіктерді кеңейтіңіз.
Welcome back to the Games of the Future 2026. We are now to the future part, and that will be, well, ladies and gentlemen, laser tag here for Phygital Shooter. Of course, bringing you the Game 3 between Team KZ and Team Mirage. Tea time, like I said just a moment ago, the future is here, and so is the third map, where Team Mirage is going to be looking to get at least a point for their squad, as Team KZ, you can see them on your screen, has obliterated them in the online portion.
Now, I do think that Team KZ will be changing the roster ever so slightly because they have 7 players registered. I think they're going to be bringing in 2 of the others. So KZ, if I'm not wrong, should be bringing in Novikov and potentially 1 more player I'm missing out on right now, but we'll see. Of course, over here for Team Mirage, Drone will be joining them as well. And I'm excited. It's Dilik. Dilik and as well. Yes, so it's going to be exciting. I'm really interested to see how the changes come forward over here. And look, on the actual site, this is a lot of weight being added. This is sick gears, by the way. They've got GoPros on everyone, or rather on 2 players, 2 of the key players. Starting off in the Silk Caravan Hub, it's going to be, I believe this is going to be Team Mirage. If I'm not wrong, they have changed their uniform, so I am getting a little bit confused because of that.
We're gonna find out in just a few. Yeah, Team Mirage was the more somber one. This seems to be Team KZ. They're just looking slightly happier. And by the way, you see their replacement like rolling that tactical weapon on his hand, like a revolver, I suppose, in CS.
Like a basketball.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I will say that.
Speaking of basketball, who's that giant?
I hope he's not in. He's in the laser tag. Can you imagine the Stratton laser tag? Because you can't get headshot. You just get someone who can peek over the wall and just be like, oh, there they are, and you shoot overhead.
He's boosting allowed. It's boosting allowed.
That's so. You know what? That would be sick. Wait, can you scooter around?
I think we're cooking, and I see the scooters there. Oh my God, this is about
Can you scooter around? Oh, that would be so sick. Scooting and laser tagging.
Incredible. But they do have helmets on, and that makes me wonder. And only 2 of them got GoPros on the front of their helmets.
Maybe those are the best players. You give the ballers the first-person views, and none of the other ones.
I can hear comms. They're definitely talking about it. Okay, the second question, right, that we actually highlighted, that's what makes both of us excited for this laser tag map, is the different maps, right? How much do you think the teams have had time to study the layout of this map or practice it? And do you think the answer is none? And will the teams that make it later on in the tournament will actually get to improve their strategies? Or do you think they've been running around and maybe given a overview at least of the map a few weeks in advance to prepare for it?
I'm also kind of curious to see, because I did see that there's some numbers written on the side of the gun that were going up and down every time they shoot. Is there ammo in laser tag? Do you have
yes,
to
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know if you physically reload, but it's kind of like a cooldown.
Plyometrics. He's getting the plyometrics in. Oh, he knows. This is all about making sure he's limber on his feet, getting those dives out. Now, from what Hernando's and Jenna said, is that they did talk to some pro laser tag players over there, and the pro laser tag players think it's all about taking it very slow, not rushing into the bomb plant, anything like that, not getting to a place where all of the kills are happening before the bomb plant can even be a conversation. So I am very interested to see, like, when we know the layout, when we know more, how exactly is the game planning really going to look down to when it comes to things like pacing. If I'm not wrong, there is a freeze time between rounds as well, so where rounds can be up to 3 minutes and 40 seconds after every round, they are going to be taking this short break to talk to each other and revisit strategy. So I am looking forward to seeing how this pans out.
I also have to add the fact that if somehow, some way, right, this is open world, well, within the perimeters of the hull, if you plant the bombs just outside of the bomb site, which of course you can do, which you cannot do in Counter-Strike, then the round will continue, but the bomb will not be exploding, and the only ways for the attackers to win is by getting the kills on the alive defenders.
How long does it take to plant a bomb?
Great question. Who carries the bomb, actually?
Yeah.
Is the bomb on site already? You gotta get to it and then plant it? Is that kind of like a capture the flag style? Also, I like how they're changing positions. They're not sure which way they want to approach this, by the way. He's a very solemn looking dude, I have to say. He is like locked in. Ice in the veins. Yeah. Meanwhile, his teammate in the back just smiling.
He's just, oh my God, I got a gun in my hand, let's go.
I mean, it is a very cool looking gun, I have to say. Oh. The spotlight is on.
Attention.
The team seem to be ready.
We'll begin in 3, 2,
So this
1.
black box on the ground is the bomb, if I'm not wrong. All right, quick split out from Team Kazakhstan. They're going for a straight up 2-1-2. They're just trying to get some early map control. If they can get to the high ground early, that would be big. Meanwhile, Team Mirage, a little bit further away.
Dillik took some damage already, by the way.
23 HP on dead. Oh,
yeah, Dillik down to 96 already. Oh, HP is coming up. Oh my God, Grom. The MP7 didn't help him this time around either. Rainy taken out. He was the star player of the active Counter-Strike portion. Dillik will be eliminated, and that's now a 2 versus 4. Dead and Umkadrone. Umkadrone is, of course, the pro standing player for Team Mirage. He needs to step up as the rest of the teams are already on the sidelines.
Their HPs have gone up for Dead and Umkadrone. Do you steal HP when you shoot someone?
I think that might be the amount of damage that they did. I think the HP might be on the right side, I think.
Okay. I don't know.
Anyway, we see them crouched, and it's Dead. In a 1 versus 4. He got a few multi-kills last round, or last map on Nuke.
A little bit different in the mechanics, of course. Dead. Waits, it's bought by a Novikov.
Attack team
wins. Can cut them off altogether.
Teams return to the bases.
Dead falls, Dead's taken down. It's going to be a victorious return for Team Kazakhstan, if I'm not wrong. A little bit of confusion going on for them as they're like, hey, we won, hey, we won, hey, we won.
Yeah, we get to see a bit of a quick replay. It was a very quick affair, I have to say. The Team Kazakhstan boys came in swinging, actually eliminating, well, what was it, 2 or 3 players in the span of the first 10 seconds.
You can also just see the difference in speed right now as well being put on display. In Counter-Strike, where obviously everyone's sitting on that 250 ms, they should be getting to the midpoint relatively equivalent timings, but Kazakhstan is really stepping on the pace, and because they're leaving the bomb behind, they actually have 5 shooters even on the offensive side. Otherwise, I would imagine if you have the bomb in your hand, it would probably be a little bit harder to actually get some shots off.
Very good hold from Kazakhstan. We already, the round count will get updated in a second, I believe. The referee just quickly reminding them the rules. We see one guy stretching his wrist, wanting to be quick on the trigger. Very, very good. I'm wondering, actually, what do you think about this T-Time? Do you think the other teams are watching this particular map with extra focus to see the approach the teams are taking and try to learn from what's good, what's not?
I think they should, and if they're not, then
the round will begin in 3, 2, 1.
75 HP.
Go, go.
Interesting. All right, faster play once again, and Team Kazakhstan are rushing forward. They're not going for the 2-1-2. This is more for 3-1-1 setup, so you have to keep an eye out on the right side. That could be problematic. It is Semenyak who's left all alone. In the meanwhile, Novikov is actually staying behind in case there's going to be a flank from the side. Shitogi planning out that side flank as he's creeping forward on the bottom side of the map. Meanwhile, Semenyak's done the same, but Semenyak's got a lot more map control. Watch out for where he is, as Stridafly is now hoping to get up to the high ground. Backs off. He's reconsidering. A lot slower from Team Mirage this time.
Someone got killed. It's Dillik again. Dead in the first. Easy long-range kill found from the opponents. Team Kazakhstan looking very, very good. Oh, look at the rotation. They're continuously moving, actually taking control of the map, isolating Mirage. They got the bomb.
Lift up. They're planting it.
Bomb's being planted.
It's inside the A zone as well. And now they've got 40 seconds on Team Mirage to try and get it sorted. Otherwise this bomb will just be going off. Oh, watch out for Umkadrone. Umkadrone's rushing forward. He's gone into enemy territory. He's crossed past the high ground. Hunting around, but Umkadrone is taken down. He's stabbed in the back, and with that, it's Dead all alone once again. Dead.
He's dead. Dead gets caught by the great turnaround, I believe. It might have been Novikov.
I think the bomb just went off. Yeah. 2-0 for Team Kazakhstan. I'm sure the HUD will reflect that soon as well. Oh, nice, yeah. I think what would really help out is tracers, actually. And I will say one of the cool things that we are going to see is that, you know, this flank warfare is one of the bigger ones over here. Oh. Oh, I see.
Oh, he got out of the perimeter. I think that's why we saw the POV.
Right.
I think the flank was working well, but obviously if you like in Counter-Strike, you know, you play vertigo, you jump off the side of the map, you're gone.
Yeah.
So, you know, players learning from the mistakes. Yeah, of course.
All right, fist bumps all around.
You see the captain, the experienced laser tag player trying to rile up the troops. Bit of a slow start for the boys.
Просто погромче говорите, если пачку нести, не слышу. Люди просто тоже по-русски понимают, понимаешь? В этом немножко проблема. Я только кол дам, они как бы тоже.
It's a big deficit now for Team Mirage.
В целом мы их это перестреливаем.
0-2 down. How do they bring this one back? I think they have to stop focusing on the flanks. Maybe a little bit more concentrated into one position. Maybe actually death ball forward into the center and try and fight there.
2, 1, go.
Okay, they disperse again. Third round begins.
Slower approach from Kazakhstan this time, but look at this speed all the way up, straight into enemy territory. Team Kazakhstan has gotten so much ground. Stratifly.
They're playing as a pack. Did you see that? They're all towards the bottom right side of the map. It's a slow peak, slow creep forward. Meanwhile, a player on high ground trying to play slowly. He shoots some bullets. My really clipped Botpie and Novikov down to 25 and 50 respectively.
Watch out for Semeniak, though. Semeniak's also on the move.
Shitogi just fell. He got taken out again. Great reposition. I believe we saw Straight Fly already give up that early high ground position. We see another kill onto Dilik, who has yet to find any significant impact on laser tag.
That is gone as well. Unkatron and Grom, who've just, again, been lacking impact, and this full flank that's being set up to come in from behind. How do you try and deal with this? Grom's going to be spotted out. He's got barely any HP left anyways. Stratify can just take him on head-to-head, and Grom will be falling. It is another round out for Team Kazakhstan.
Teams return to the bases.
Impeccable. Well, not flawless. They did lose one player, but I mean, the entire performance, the movement, the rotations around the map from the boys in black is very impeccable. I have to say, they're impressing me a lot, and you can tell they're so fast on their feet. It looks really good.
And they know it as well. They're having fun.
I mean, can you imagine? You're already 3 rounds up on the laser tag map after you won convincing 2-0. T-Time, remember, every single map gives you a point. With a 3-0 victory in your first series, you're already one step closer to making to the playoffs.
Oh, you're in a fantastic position, especially when you consider Kazakhstan. I think the other team in the group that we have to keep an eye out for is probably Pedrojas. I think that would be... Oh, actually, is Pedrojas in the group? Yes, it is. I think Pedrojas is probably the team that you have to keep an eye out for, just in case they can take a map off of Counter-Strike. We've got a lot of players who've played together before on Spanish teams as well. So 3-0 start is everything.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of seeing this confident, prepared team, and I've noticed this a lot over the years, especially with these different type of tournaments, that a lot of the home ground teams shine way more than in Tier 1 Counter-Strike. In Tier 1 Counter-Strike, you actually get the curse with a lot of teams that when they play at home, they don't even make it past the group stage to play in front of the crowd, which is quite disappointing. Whereas now we get the group stage in the arena. The team from the Astana home ground is coming prepared and impressing me a lot. As we see a quick gun reload, it's taking a little bit longer, but again, they're discussing tactics a lot, which I can't say I've seen Team Mirage do at all.
To be fair, they could also just be asking each other what they had for breakfast. We don't speak the language. But no, I'm sure this is a little bit more the tactics side. I think we do have a technical timeout on, because the referees are intervening and trying to explain like maybe a few extra things. Maybe there's some questions about going out of zone and whatnot as well, like you said.
Or maybe the referee is asking, what did you have for breakfast? Because you're playing so well, I want to improve my gameplay. I want to have the pillow you had, the breakfast you ate.
Dude, I want the referee's job, to be honest. I want to be a professional laser tag referee for events with hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. That sounds sick.
Yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. You can tell. We saw it from the moment he popped on screen. He's got so much aura. Guys, whoever the referee is, he's aura maxing 100%.
Attention. The round will begin in 3, 2, 1. Go, go,
Kazakhstan
go.
so far have been going for some very fast splits, and right now it's going to be slowing down slightly. Again, 1-3-1. Interesting.
It looks more like a 1-1-1-1. They're all split around the map. Actually, you see what I mean on the radar. Huge separation. Also a 2-1-2 play from the boys in white. Bullets are flying. Shitogi's eating a lot. Dead is also not connecting. You can hear the comms very loud in the arena. Everybody's still alive. Maybe the slowest round so far.
Every bullet does do 25 damage, from what I can tell.
And Popeye's lost. This is the first player advantage for Team Mirage. Oh, Shitogi will die, so will Grom. And now the tide swings again. Dead. Taken out. No chance.
I mean, the range at which they're finding these kills is very impressive. It's these side flanks where Novikov has consistently been shining, where Semeniak has consistently been shining. It feels like Kazakhstan's default is that Semeniak and Novikov do what they want on the flanks, and then from that point onwards, it's a different conversation entirely. It is 4-0, and it will be the last round where they are on the T side over here. Team Kazakhstan will have one more round of T side left before you switch sides and switch halves.
I have to say, some of these rounds, obviously round 4 was probably the one that had the most potential for Team Mirage with that opening kill, but it feels like at least the first 3 rounds, the freeze time lasted longer than the actual game. Team Kazakhstan is running circles around the Team Mirage boys. And I gotta ask you, T-Time, do you think there's a little bit of that mental, disappointment that they have from struggling and getting embarrassed in the first 2 maps on Counter-Strike?
Well, if there is, they're getting embarrassed on this map over here on laser tag as well. And look, as much as I'm sure Team Kazakhstan has been practicing for laser tag and whatnot as well, I strongly doubt that this is a team that,
the round will begin in 3,
where all
2,
5 of their players
1.
are very good at Counter-Strike and very good at laser tag at the same time. So this shouldn't be so one-sided on paper. You're 4-0 up. Watch out for Novikov. Botpie's already taken some damage, actually, but look at this fast play from Dilik. Dilik is moving all the way forward. He's been spotted out, takes a bit of damage as well. He's just hiding now, wants the rest of his teammates to come by and support him. Grom and Umkadrown are both very healthy, but they're not moving. They're the farthest back possible for the CT side.
Approach continues. They're getting closer to one another. Look at this 1-2 punch combo they got created on the flank, and this is a rapid push. You gotta catch the player by surprise. No sound cue. Shitogi dies. Gun gets disabled. Dead will now follow. They need to get a trade kill somehow, some way.
Umka starts taking damage over here as well. And now with the high ground advantage, Rainey's hoping to try and finish them off. Bombs not been picked up by Stratify.
Another dead, another casualty. And now rapid reposition, but look at the player rotating all the way from behind him. They're finding him all one after the other. Dilik is surrounded. Player right behind him needs to go for a 180 turn, but it's not gonna happen. It's another effective find, and I believe it was Semeniak continuing his streak from Counter-Strike.
Switching sides.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but Team Kazakhstan has not changed their players, have they?
I don't think they have.
Wow.
I think maybe they changed one player. Because they had Weaver, Aldecon, Botpa, Rainy, and Stratify, right? They didn't have Semeniak and Novikov, did they?
Yes.
In map 1?
I think maybe Novikov, they might not have had him. But I think the other, so Straightfly we had, and Semeniak might have also been on the server.
No, I don't think so, because Straightfly we had Rainy, we had Botpa, Aldecon, Weaver. That's 5 players, right? So we had those 5. Semeniak.
Oh, so Weaver is not playing. Okay, yes, I understand.
Oh, Weaver's not playing, so we've got Semeniak and Novikov coming in over here.
Yeah. That makes sense. We've seen again a change in pace. How many rounds do you need to win here?
6.
Oh boy.
And now because we are 5-0 up, I believe, this is where the halftime breakers come through, and we are switching sides as well, so that the team Mirage can be on the CT side, rather on the T side as well. So we have Kazakhstan switching over to the Silky Caravan Hub. So they will be Team Silk. This time over with the 5-0 advantage.
Big guns are coming out. Team Kazakhstan, they haven't actually even put them away. All match long, 13-0, 13-1, and now 5-0 lead. We saw a very eager player to pick up the weapon, and the referee said, nah, not for you. This is your teammates. Wait your turn.
Yeah, of course.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard someone asking for the manager.
Well, the manager, at this level, the manager might be very good at, you know, coaching, analysis. A lot of these teams might not have a full roster of staff members, so the manager might just be what is needed to kind of give them a little bit of the prep talk.
Always possible.
Quick hydration break. I can imagine wearing all that kit around, running around with weapons. The tension of trying to play your best could get to you. And, you know, staying hydrated is always good. We saw an effective equivalent to a Counter-Strike weapon drop there.
Just throw the gun on the ground and be like, ah, grab it.
That's my skin. No, that's my skin. No, that's my skin. Can I have your skin, please?
Skins would be really cool actually, to be fair. Like, you know, console controllers like PlayStation controllers and Xbox controllers have some really good looking cool skins. I'd love to see some laser tag skins.
You know what else they could get? They could get like a music pack. Ooh, different tactic. Mirage is carrying the bomb. Did you see that? I don't think we saw Team Kazakhstan touch the bomb more than that one round when they did get the plant. Yeah. But other than that, their tactic seemed to be leave the bomb for now, try to get an early kill, and then come back to claim it. Whereas Team Mirage committing to the bomb right away. And granted, they've been losing the aim duels, aim laser tag on Counter-Strike, so they might as well try to win it tactically, right?
That's what you'd hope for.
Everything okay? Ready, boys? Yeah.
We've had the everything ready questions coming up, but there's still some problems going on with Team Mirage.
Some luscious hair there from the referee. Kind of envy it.
Waxon, do you think you'd be good at laser tag?
See, before covering this third game, I would have said 100%. But looking at the way Team Kazakhstan play, I think they're so methodical. And my approach would be more of like, oh, out in the open, try to get some shots, and I would probably get lasered off. So my confidence in myself has dropped off by a little bit.
I understand.
What about you?
I don't think I'd do very well at it at all because I just don't have the patience. I would want to run at them. And also, this sitting down after you've died, oh God, don't even make me start about it. If I had to sit down after I died, I wouldn't even be able to play because I could start running after people instead. It's like, ah, I'm dead, I'm the zombie, ah!
Yeah, it's not even that sitting down part. It's just like, oh, you just died because you made a silly mistake. And now it's kind of like, your mistake, you have to sit down and think about your mistake, which probably makes it even worse, right? In most esports and sports alike, you have to get over your mistake as quickly as possible because the match continues. But now you have allocated time to realize how you lost your team the round. Ooh, it's probably so tough on your mental. Just checking if the weapons shoot well. Of course, we see player 9 with the bomb. Trying to get some final last-minute indications from the coaches. Let's see if this is going to be the beginning of a monumentous comeback.
Хотя бы им белую футболку надо было дать.
I kind of like the way the bomb looks. It's cool.
Yeah, it's also we did get to see actually there is like a planting process that you do need to actually dial in.
Yes.
So that's kind of cool as well. That can also mean that you can create like a delay just by being like, oh well, you can't press the buttons too fast, otherwise it doesn't work or something like it.
I wonder if
ready.
I wonder if the defenders could pick up the bomb and just run away with it.
That would be funny. That would be very funny. Let's just imagine the rugby lobbing the bomb over it, be like, hey, this is a grenade now.
Oh yeah, what a shot.
Yeah, there we go, there we go.
They seem to be ready.
The round will begin in 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go.
It's match point for Team Kazakhstan. If they get to 6, they've won it all.
They're going for a dust 2 cat split, 3 long, 2 short. Actually, it's more of a wider split. They sent 2 players towards the B bomb side, where you could say it's going to be a fake and then a plant. The Team Kazakhstan players are infiltrating through mid. Some bullets are being thrown. We can't quite see the health bars for now, but I think everybody's alive. Nobody's ducking.
They're going so slow next to Turan because Turan comes through with 2 separate doorways, and where they're on those doorways, that's going to be a little bit hard to move across.
Slight chance there for them to get the opening. I think they got it. No! Umkadrone had a clean shot onto Semenyak, and Semenyak just finished him off first, and now Dead is going to follow. And now 3 players is all what it stands. It's 2 now between Mirage and Kazakhstan.
And they're both playing on the north side of the map, and they're going to have to deal with Semenyak and Botbai. Botbai is pushing forward, wants to be the bait of haste, so Semenyak can get the aim off, and Semenyak is doing a crazy good job. Shektoki is left alone, 25 HP until Team Mirage loses this one out 0-3.
Defense team wins.
Final connecting Team Kazakhstan
return to the bases.
And a round of the laser tag portion. That is the first round of the second half, and overall guaranteed a 3-pointer from their first encounter of the tournament. It must feel good.
Have I gotten this wrong? Is it not 6 rounds to win? I could have sworn it was 6 rounds to win.
They're still waiting for 2 players to retrieve. There they are. It might just be needed to play until the very end due to the point differential. Imagine if Team Kazakhstan just beats all the other teams, right? Then how you make the difference? Who comes second in the group?
Now it's first to 6 rounds, so okay, interesting.
We had a quick replay. I believe this is the last round, or the second round, the first round, sorry, of the second half. And I have to highlight a lot of what you said earlier is Team Kazakhstan was impeccable at long distances, but they also showed a couple of times they can mix it and get up close and personal and still make easy work of the Team Mirage players.
All right, we do have confirmation. They have taken away 6-0. They start off 3-0 up. Kazakhstan, what a way to get their victory on the board. Home crowd advantage and everything is one thing, but this was just pure domination. They could have been anywhere in the world and they would have still taken it. They lose 1 round across 3 whole maps. It's a 13-0, 13-1, and now a 6-0 here on laser tag.
a combined 32-1 victory for Team Kazakhstan. And I'm telling you, the whole nation and the whole of Astana will be celebrating this beginning to Games of the Future 2026 for Phygital Shooter, as they have come in swinging with a hell of a statement. I like this. This makes it look slightly less one-sided than my 30